You may have heard of doulas. They're typically women who are there to help support other women during childbirth. Well, Dustin Young shattered the notion of what a doula is when he offered his sister the ultimate sibling support.
My sister's first pregnancy, she experienced a stillbirth, and unfortunately, we had to go through the motions of it.
It was a devastating loss. But when Dustin's sister, Alexis, got pregnant a second time, he was determined to be there for her every step of the way.
I wanted to learn more about what is a stillbirth and why did this happen, and like how can we prevent this in the future.
Dustin went on a mission to educate himself about pregnancy and childbirth.
That's where I came across like the term doula, and I was like, what is this? And then let me dive a little bit more into it.
Doulas are trained to provide emotional and physical support to women during pregnancy and childbirth. Dustin found a doula for his sister, but little did he realize it would change his life as much as hers.
Her doula was like, hey, I normally have an assistant, and your sister tells me you want to be a part of this. You want to be my assistant/intern.
Dustin snapped up the offer and found himself coaching his sister throughout her pregnancy, igniting a passion in the process, becoming a certified doula himself.
Please welcome Dustin Young and his sister, Alexis Pitts. I can't take my eyes off this family. What a beautiful family. Okay, Dustin, by the numbers, somewhere like around 10% of doulas are men. So you are in very rare air there. You could have just been there for Alexis. You could have maybe done some runs at Bye Bye Baby and pick up some things in advance. What made you want to take it to the next level, this ultimate level?
I think just more about like once I start understanding what is going on during the birthing experience and what the woman's body is going through, I think I just wanted to educate myself a little bit more and just figure out how to show up in ways that not typical men like would probably show up.
Alexis, when he said to you, when Dustin said, hey, I don't want to just be there. I don't want to be a witness. I want to be a participant, if you will, because that's what doulas are. They are participating emotionally and supportive throughout the entire pregnancy, not just the day that it happens, but throughout the journey. When he said he wanted to be that close with you, what did you think?
It made me nervous just to have somebody be along in the process. I wasn't expecting him to tell me this.
Was this a part of his personality in the past? I mean, when you were kids, was he always there to help?
Not at all.
No, not at all?
Not at all. Not at all. I feel like it grew. It was a process, The emotional connection, it had to be built. I mean, granted, our history as younger kids were a little bit different, but...
Okay, this makes me love the story even more because you evolved, Dustin, and I love that because that's the other component of this conversation, allowing men the space to evolve. So you were a bratty brother, pretty much is what Alexis is saying. And then when she needed you after going through such a painful experience in losing her first pregnancy, you were there, but you also had to get trained, right? You're certified doula.
Yeah. So like you said before, like I had to go through the process of evolving and growing myself. So that took, therapy, that just became, have an opportunity to like face my own like traumas and get to a place where like I feel comfortable enough to like just show up in different ways, which led to like showing up for my sisters more and being this person that I could possibly be in the level I'm at. When it became to becoming her doula, I was like an assistant/intern, but like after that, I'm like, I should actually probably just do this, like, get the full experience of it. Let's take some classes. Let's see if I get certified.
What was it like to see the baby entering the world and breathing and going from being in your sister's body to being now in both of y'all's lives?
To see my nephew come out, because I was there the entire time, it made me feel, like really feel all the emotions, and I just embraced it. And it's something that I just wanted to continue to do and figure out how can I be a person that inspire more men to experience this. I don't need to create a whole school of male doulas, but it's like, how can we have more men that like want to support and step up a little bit more?
Alexis, I know part of Dustin's mission and even yours is to bring attention not only to male doulas, but maternal mortality rate for Black women, extremely high. And we're now seeing more stories about it, thankfully, and more awareness. But the work that your brother is doing adds to that. How does it feel now? I mean, again, this evolution of this bratty brother.
It's amazing. I really do appreciate the bond that we have built it over, the birthing experience. So it's a blessing.
Oh, well, listen, I love it. I think it's just absolutely beautiful. When I read about the story, I loved it, but meeting you both now, I could not adore this story more. It's a perfect example of what we wanted to accomplish with this hour. Congratulations, Alexis, on the baby boy
Thank
and the
you so
beautiful
much.
journey that he will have, having a great uncle who is evolved into a beautiful human being. Thank you so much for joining us with your story.